Good morning, everybody. First, let me say thank you to Golden Faith Academy for inviting me to be a resource speaker in this symposium. It is my honor to be with you all this morning. I have always dreamed and thought about being invited to speak in front of an audience made up of students, and here I am now. My name is Marvin Espino. I am an electronics and communications engineer based in Silicon Valley, California. I specialize in power conversions. Seniors, I know this is an exciting time for you all. Um, Graduating from high school is a major milestone in your life, and getting ready for college can be daunting as choosing the right course is crucial for your success in the future. But let me share my story to you, how I get to where I am now. And I hope you pick up some life lessons and get entertained to say the least. Life has not always been easy when I was growing up. I was the only boy of four children of my parents. My dad was in the armed forces as an intelligence officer, and my mother was an insurance company employee. So times were quite tough way back then. But despite the simple life we had with limited resources, I never felt deprived nor I was ever unhappy. I got to do all things kids wanted, which was to play, sleep, eat, and play again every day. Things got better later on in my teens, and just like that, we were going to private school, riding a nice car with a driver, and finally moved from a small apartment to a big house in a much better neighborhood. Sadly, though, it did not last very long, and the saddest, most traumatic thing happened. We lost our dad when he suffered a massive stroke and heart attack. Literally, he died in my arms, going to the hospital. Overnight, it seems I had to grow up and be a man. I was now padre de familia instantly. I was 15. Days turned into years, and I have become adept at fixing anything in our house, from a busted light bulb, faulty electrical wiring, shaky electric fan, and even leaky toilets. I was the electrician, the plumber, carpenter, auto mechanic, and a bodyguard to the ladies of the house, my sisters and my mother. So I got so much practice, I become an expert at becoming a handyman, jack of all trades, master of none. But then I realized I was actually liking all things electrical and electronics. My enthusiasm in electronics and communications turned into passion, especially when I inherited my dad's ham radio. If you don't know what a ham radio is, a ham radio is a long distance walkie-talkie, if you will. It's a two-way radio receiver and transmitter where you can meet other people from afar, even from overseas, if your radio is strong enough, and make friends. And you talk to them live. So uh, it was a good life for me. I always love tinkering with it and started building gadgets to boost its power. I even almost burned the house down one day, and uh, when one of the electronics circuit I was working on overheated and caught fire, almost gutting my bedroom. So kids, be careful when you do this kind of experiment. Make sure you are supervised by qualified adults. Um, anyway, with the ham radio, I even expanded my social life, which honed my communication skills. Uh, this was at a time when telephones were hard to get and cell phones were non-existent. Internet was not invented yet. So there's no social media of some sort like Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok back then. So having a ham radio gave me a superstar status. So I felt like a big shot. So life was good. When I got to college, it was but natural for me to enroll in engineering course. I did the first 2 years in the University of Santo Tomas, UST, and finish in the University of the East, UE, because I got a scholarship. So it saved us a lot of money. Days went by so fast, and before I knew it, I was done with college, graduating with a degree in electronics and communications engineering. After graduation, I immediately looked for a job and landed as a research and development engineer for a local company that designs and manufactures automatic voltage regulators, other power equipments, electrical equipments like battery chargers, UPS, that's uninterruptible power supply, and these are for use in telecoms and computing equipment. It's there that I further honed my skills in electronics design. We created the products from a mere paper design, electrified an entire island called Isla Verde in Mindoro through solar home systems, making the lives of people comfortable, as now they had access to electricity and they could watch TV, listen to a radio, and eat dinner with bright lights, not candles. So I worked there until I got married and my son was born. Since it was a small company, and now I have a family dependent on me, I had to look for another company that could offer me a higher salary and give me more opportunities. This I got when I got hired by Emerson, one of the biggest tech companies in the US, who just opened a design center in the Philippines, in Pasig. It is here that my skills honed in that small company where I used to work for were now getting refined and sharpened. I learned a lot about international communities. I am now, and then eventually I was asked to go abroad to present my prototypes, design, power supply that is, to our big customers like Cisco, Dell, and IBM. Yeah, and it was in one of those travels that I was offered a job by Power Integrations, the company I work for now, to join them. The best part of the deal was, or the offer was, my family was included in the relocation. So we all moved here in the United States. So Power Integrations is a semiconductor company here in the Silicon Valley. It's publicly listed in NASDAQ. We are neighbors with Apple, Facebook, Netflix, Amazon, Twitter, Tesla, Cisco, IBM, Intel, and all the who's who in the tech industry. Practically, they are our customers. So here in Power Integrations, we designed power supplies, such as power supply for LCD TV, for Samsung, for example, adapter for your laptop computer, with the Type-C connector, adapter for your iPhone charger, for your iPhone, and even light bulbs. LED light bulbs. And all appliances, we design power supply for all appliances, equipment, and gadgets that run on electricity. So that's what we do here in Power Integrations. And I have hired, I'm not the only Filipino here, I mean. I have also hired a lot of Filipinos from the Philippines. I established a research facility there too, so that's where they get trained, and I bring them here with their family to work for us. So and we are growing. So fast forward 22 years, and I am now technical director of engineering here in Power Integration, and holder of multiple US patents for all my inventions. Yeah. You get lucky sometimes. You get your genius comes once in a while, and then and here in the US, people are encouraged to think creatively out of the box, and you can pretty much patent things that are unique, but not obvious, simple but not obvious stuff. So who would ever think that the little boy from Tondo, that's where I grew, playing in the streets of Smoky Mountain, kalaro ko si Yorme siguro, I think, would one day realize his dream of going to America and becoming successful in his chosen field. So, to all of you seniors, I say, take the first step. Dream, but don't stop there. Find a way to make it into reality. Study hard, work hard, and don't let hardships pull you down. They are just bumps in the road along the way. Stay positive, focus all the time. Do not even have the thought in your mind of failing. Just do it. And let me end this by quoting the late Steve Jobs, the modern father of innovation. Stay hungry, stay foolish, take risk. Perseverance is key to success. So congratulations in advance, seniors, and good luck to you all. Thank you. Goodbye.